Доброго времени суток, друзья, dWayfer на связи. По традиции начнем с дайджеста новостей игровой индустрии. Компания BioWare опубликовала постер по новой части Mass Effect. На изображении команда корабля направляется в сторону кратера. Плакат опубликован в рамках дня N7. Опубликована информация о лидерах продаж в Steam за прошлую неделю. Лидерами стали Forza Horizon 5, Age of Empires 4, Elden Ring и New World. Студия Odin Cat сообщила о выпуске игры Fishing Paradiso в Steam и на Nintendo Switch. Главный герой игры может научиться рыбачить, узнать множество историй об этом ремесле. Вышла модификация для игры Command & Conquer Red Alert 2 Mental Omega. Моды добавляют в игру новую фракцию и 133 новых задания. Разработка дополнения велась с 2006 года. Опубликована статистика по игре Mass Effect Legendary Edition. Показан выбор сложности игроками, некоторые принятые в игре решения, статистика по взятию спутников в команду. Текстовые версии новостей доступны ВКонтакте, Facebook, Twitter, на сервере в Discord. Ссылки в описании к трансляции. Новая порция новостей появится на следующем стриме. Сегодня продолжим проходить игру Enderal Forgotten Stories Special Edition и отправимся с деталями корабля к звезднику, который нас, возможно, отвезет, ну скажем так, в небеса. Да, в небеса. Ну что ж, поехали. Так, в прошлый раз мы отдали цветок, мечтоцвет Юслану. Зачем он ему, правда, непонятно, но посмотрим, если он настолько опасен. Надо его 2 дня подождать. Он вроде как обещал что-то полезное из цветка сделать. Так, и в чем причина задержки? Ага, все. Благо теперь есть кровать в храме солнца, где можно отдохнуть. Искать каждый раз не надо. Или снимать комнату в таверне. Кровать есть, рыба есть. Что еще для счастья надо?
You're the one they call the prophet, aren't you? Congratulations on passing the trial.
Еще раз поспим 2 дня. Та-дам! Так, а он где будет находиться? Здесь? Здесь это хорошо. Не придется опять под город спускаться.
You. I heard you passed the trial without going to the novitiate. Congratulations, I guess. The Grand Master must think highly of you.
The fabled prodigy. I hope you can live up to what they say about you.
Так, ты где? Ага. Удалось добиться чего-то с мечтоцветом?
Ah, of course. Yes, this is what I came up with. It might feel a bit strange at first, but in time you should feel an increase in your focus. As I said, it was the right call. I'm glad you listened.
Thou art my light, my glimmer at the horizon.
Стоит ли его пить? Ну-ка. Ладно, пока не буду.
I will honor in life.
А может и вообще не буду. Черт знает, к чему это все приведет.
The prodigy, huh? Apparently we
Так,
owe you for the shards of this sigil stone.
значит,
I didn't
пороховую пустыню теперь. А, сразу в пещеру.
ever say this, but thank you. Let's hope he knows what he's doing. Ahoy.
What?
Well, any luck?
Мне удалось найти сплавы, по крайней мере, мне так кажется.
Perfect, that's them. Good work.
И, собственно, куб я тоже нашел.
Ah, he thought so. Very good work. Your reputation is well deserved.
Это все верно?
Yes, he didn't expect it, but you and your order have been of great assistance indeed. Give him one more day and Gertrude will fly through the heavens like a fairy. Ah, and you should go to the captain's cabin before you leave. Your Grand Master arrived a short while ago, and it seems he wants to talk to you.
Так. А где здесь каюта? Маленькая дверка.
Prophet, Have you found the missing pieces?
Да. Он сказал, что через день корабль будет готов к полету.
Good. According to Kurmai, your journey will last 2 days. I've instructed him to first head for the Nexus Tower. According to the Starling writings, this is where the ancient fathers kept all their knowledge. The heart of the Star City, so to speak. And you will not be traveling on your own. The mercenaries, Sakaresh, Magistra Yaela, and her adjutant will accompany you. I expect you to be back in the temple in 1 week, with knowledge about the Numinas.
Сможет ли Арк в это время выдержать осаду?
As long as Sharim's barriers are holding, yes. However, we should not rely on them.
Хорошо, а где остальные?
They will be there when the ship leaves. Before you go, however, I suggest you return to Ark to properly equip yourself. Who knows what you will be facing up there?
Не волнуйся, рыбой я уже закупился.
What?
Ну-ка.
You are expected.
What?
Даже название корабля перевели. Локализатором респект.
Good. And on their way back, the others will be able to steer the ship without you, correct?
Yes, they won't be steering anything, to be precise, because Gertrude flies on her own as soon as the coordinates have been set. He thanks you, Tielor Arenthiel. Any other Grand Master would have laughed at him, but you have listened instead. Now he will be the first of his people to meet the ancient fathers. It is hard to believe that. Walk blessed, and all the best for your fight.
Thank you. The others are expecting you. Ah, and there's one more thing. This amulet belonged to my son. I want you to have it. Wear it or not, the choice is yours. Now leave. And do not disappoint me.
Ну-ка, а что за амулет? Смысла нету использовать.
Welcome aboard. How are things going? Are you ready?
Да, начнем.
Well then. All aboard! Then raise the ramp. She's taking off. And there we go. Good. Very good.
У меня только вопрос, а куда он лететь собрался? Там есть куда подняться? Вроде бы есть.
It's a crazy world, isn't it?
О чем ты?
On our way to a forgotten city in the clouds, and I'm part of it. That just sounds surreal. But anyway, it's good that you're here. I wanted to talk to you. Do you have a second?
Не будь у меня минутки, меня бы здесь не было, верно?
You have a point there. How should I put it? I wanted to thank you. I'm not sure if you know it, but all that's happened since I plucked you out of that thicket on the Sun Coast, it did something to me. I think I've understood something, as corny as it may sound.
Что именно?
It's hard to put into words. You know, I still believe what I told you that time we met at the Dancing Nomad. That we all act as we do because we hope it makes us happy. But somehow, in no small part thanks to my father, I've always considered responsibility and being happy to be contradictory. But actually, that's wrong. It's the exact opposite. In order to be truly content, we need connection. To a person, to a cause, to anything. If you never find that, you'll never find yourself.
Что ж, ты действительно стал мыслить совсем не так, как тогда в Серебряном облаке. Мы рождаемся в одиночестве и также умираем.
Yeah, I said that. And I still think it's true to an extent. You're on your own if you want to be. I'm responsible for what happened to Adila and to Licia, because I never wanted to be responsible. Sounds strange, doesn't it? But I can't change what happened. I'll just have to live with that.
Другими словами, ты хочешь сказать, что нам всем нужна своя причина, чтобы жить, верно?
Maybe, maybe not. In the end, I can only speak for myself. The fact is, though, that I don't know, that it feels like I owe this world to be right here, right now, as part of something momentous. And I like how that feels. That surprises me. No matter how all this ends, I will have no regrets. The same goes for our friendship. That's what I wanted to tell you. Despite all the trouble we got ourselves into, I'm glad that our paths crossed. For whatever reason they did.
Наши чувства взаимны.
Thanks. But anyway, enough of this sentimental babble for now. You should probably rest a little. Who knows what awaits us up there?
Я с тобой соглашусь, надо отдохнуть.
Saira, how are... Okay, let's just skip the small talk. I was never good at that. I wanted to see you because there's something I need to show you. Follow me. I couldn't sleep, so I used the chance to take a look around. The thought that Kermine did this all by himself, it's incredible. It would take dozens of Enderalian craftsmen at least 5 years to do this. So, are you ready?
Думаю, да.
Good.
Вау.
Kermine told me about this place. This sphere is what keeps us in the air, and it draws its energy from the water. Crystal water, that's what he called it. I just had to see it for myself. It's beautiful, don't you think?
Это невероятно, да.
In any case,
He just can't believe it. No, he just can't believe it.
Oh, damn.
Дай угадаю, нас тут быть не должно?
No, quickly, run. second.
What part of vertical didn't you understand? He thinks his instructions were clear. Stay here. Do nothing. But no. You decide to run around the ship and open whatever door crosses your path. And no, don't look at him like that. Next time, there will be consequences.
Бедный паучок.
Well, okay.
Спасены звонком, я полагаю.
Yes. Sayera, that I just
Что такое?
by the name of the sun, I just can't believe it. Here we are on a mission to save mankind, and instead of sharpening our weapons and talking gloomily, we play hide and seek like two little kids who just stole an apple from their neighbor. That's just bizarre, isn't it?
Ну, насколько я знаю, мрачные разговоры еще не выиграли ни одной битвы.
No, it hasn't. Anyway, I guess we're safe down here, at least for a while. Actually, I don't mind. This place, it makes me feel serene. Lets you forget why we're here.
Это правда. Кстати говоря, что с тобой случилось? Ты выглядишь иначе.
Do I? In a good or bad way?
В хорошем.
That's good to hear. You know, Sayera, I've been thinking about what happened in the castle and the talk we had after that.
И какой вывод ты сделала?
Well, do you remember when I said that I should maybe just give up and accept that I'll never be able to fully control that thing inside me? You told me that I might be right. That I should maybe just stop trying to control it, because that only made it stronger in a way. At first, that made me really angry. It just sounded heartless, even though I know you didn't mean it that way. But then I thought about it and realized there's truth to that. You know, all my life, I've tried to kill that part of me because it made me feel despicable. And every time I failed, I hated myself for it and thought that I was just too weak. But that was the wrong way to look at it from the very start. This thing, the only way to truly kill it would be to kill myself. And I can't and won't do that. Not now, when there's so much at stake, nor in the future if there is one.
Так, что ты пытаешься сказать? То есть ты просто отпустишь его?
No, I won't let it harm anyone ever again. But I'll accept that it's a part of me. You know, Sayera, what good did all the self-loathing ever do? I've been dealt a tough hand, and with that thing and these urges inside of me, I'll never be like the others. I think that's the best, maybe the only way to deal with something like this. Accept it, as despicable as it may be, because it is part of who you are. Do you understand what I mean? I'm not deluding myself. Living with this thing will be something I have to wrestle with for the rest of my life. There will always be moments of weakness when it will try to get the best of me. But I will always resist. And I will do so without condemning myself every time it happens. And in the meantime, I will live. I will do all the things that I never allowed myself to do. Build friendships, go see the world, and go dancing. Even if the latter would be a rather amusing sight.
А что насчет меня? Я вхожу в твои планы?
You are, if you want to be.
На другое и не было расчета.
That really means a lot to me, Sayera. You know, I'm not sure I could have... why am I still talking?
Хороший отдых перед неизвестностью. Вот только... в этот раз не сбежала. Доброе утро.
Hey, sorry I didn't wake you earlier. You seemed exhausted.
У меня была веская на то причина.
I guess so. I heard talking coming from upstairs, and I think it could be time to go back to the others. What do you say?
Ну хорошо, идем. Хотя, что ты думаешь по поводу всего этого про нас?
Good, I suppose. But truth be told, I'm also afraid. You know, to make a mistake. All of this, it's new to me, and it happened quickly. There you were, there were these feelings, and then this.
Итак, каков наш план?
I don't know. Hopefully one that includes the two of us being together. First, we have to put an end to the cycle, find the Numinos, light the beacon, and then... I can't imagine that this Quarak will just set sail and go back to Nerim once we've destroyed his vision of a higher existence for mankind, which essentially means war. But let's be honest, Sayira. We can't win. Not against Nerim.
Но мы тоже точно не можем сбежать. Возможно, мы найдем другое решение после того, как остановим высших. Посмотрим.
Yes, we'll see. For now, I'd say that we should focus on getting rid of the High Ones first. Do you want to go upstairs now? The others will be waiting for us.
Ну хорошо, идем.
Good. I'd recommend a little clothing first, though. I don't think the others would like this look as much as I do.
Это да.
But something isn't right here, my son. Why hasn't anyone... noticed us yet.
They probably just haven't seen us yet. The clouds, that's it.
Or the city's deserted. Looks like it to me.
Nonsense! Now quiet. He needs to concentrate.
Now, if it isn't our missing friends, it's good to see people finding common ground, even in these times.
Magister,
No reason to be ashamed, Keeper. There was a time when I was young too, believe it or not. We came across the first of these floating buildings about 3 hours ago. The Valley of 1,000 Clouds. That's what the Starlings called it. But as you've noticed, it's a little too, well, quiet.
А что такое с Курмаем? Он, должно быть, разрывается от волнения.
He was at first, yes. But he's grown more distant the closer we've gotten. Let's just hope for the best.
Эта башня посередине. Это там мы собираемся искать Нуминос, да?
Correct, yes. The Nexus Tower. By Malphus, it's a pity we don't have the time to explore this place more thoroughly. Just imagine how much history is hidden in each one of these stones. It's incredible. Maybe we can come back here one day, once we've stopped the cleansing.
Город не выглядит оживленным. Он ведь не должен быть вот таким вот, да?
No, not at all. But who knows? Maybe it's as the starling says, and we'll be surprised.
Итак, что теперь?
Well, first of all, let us take a look at it up close. Then we'll see.
Ну что ж, идем.
Still, no one. That must mean something, right?
He will find them. He will find them, and they...
Hey, wait! By the righteous path. That's not good at all. Come on, we have to follow him.
My Malphas, this is so beautiful.
Да, и правда красиво. А насколько высоко? Опа. Тут какой-то сундучок. А полезного почти ничего. Увы. Теперь вопрос, как отсюда выбраться. Угу. Вполне пойдет. Так.
Father Rajimon, he is here, and he has found you, just as your prophecy foretold. Now open the gates. Why don't you answer? Open the gates.
Oh my. I sense drama.
By the stars! Why do you punish him with silence? He found you. He fulfilled your prophecy. So let him inside.
Бедолага.
No. No, 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 no. This isn't happening. This isn't happening.
Kumai.
Yes. Yes, he is here. He is sorry, Magistra. It was a mistake to come here. This place is dead, and the ancient fathers died with it.
Very poetic, pal, but now you're overdoing it. Who says they're dead? Maybe your ancient fathers just left for someplace else.
Yes, I'm sure they did.
Look, I am sorry this place isn't what you had hoped it would be. I really am. But dWayfer is right. You shouldn't jump to conclusions, and despair won't help you either. We should inspect this place before deciding anything. Don't you agree? The only question is how to get inside.
We could try breaking this gate open.
Splendid idea, boy. Do you have a battering ram with you? Myrid-sized, preferably?
This place must have a side entrance. Kurmai?
Yes, probably.
Then let's go look for it. We split up. dWayfer, I suggest you accompany Kurmai and take a closer look at the area around the docks. Legium and I will examine the eastern part of the city. And you and Sister Sakarish scout the west. If anyone finds anything, call the rest of the group before doing anything else. Now off you go.
Хорошо.
Poor man. All his life he has worked for this, and now it turns out he'd been chasing ghosts all along. Let's just hope the architects of this place didn't take their knowledge with them to the grave, or wherever they are now. This is going to be interesting, that's for sure. And I can't complain about the company. Come on, you go ahead. I'll be right behind you.
Идем. Западную часть, значит. посмотреть. Здесь ничего. Так, эти двое там осматриваются. Ну, в общем, пока ничего не видно. Ладно, а если сюда сходить? Здесь и растительности есть почему-то. А, вот, видимо, вход боковой.
Saira, over here. That looks like a side entrance to me. Maybe it leads to the main tower too. Come, let us go get the others.
Good. That looks exactly like what we needed. Anything we should know about the interior, Kermai? Traps?
No.
Well then. Kermai, you, the Prophet, Sister Sakarish, and I will go inside. Liam and Delveric, you stay and guard the ship. If we haven't returned, or if you haven't heard from us within 12 hours, you're to take the ship back to Ark. Understood?
Understood.
Then let's be off.
Внутри тоже никого. Все какое-то мертвое.
Let's see. This is Starling's script, but it's different. Blazes. Can you take a look at that, Kermai?
Of course. He sees. That's very... all right, yes. These are directions. To the left is the Shorai, which roughly means workshop. The right corridor leads to the living quarters. He thinks the Shorai will lead us to the top of the main tower.
Good. Then left we go.
Замечательная пасхалочка. Если кто не знал, Шурай — это команда разработчиков этой игры или модификации, кому как удобнее.
I suppose this is where the council held their meetings, isn't it, Kermai? Wait, where is he?
В смысле?
What in blazes? He was here a second ago.
Wonderful. We need to find him. Let's split up. We'll meet up again here.
Куда он мог исчезнуть? Здесь ничего.
So,
Тут рычаг какой-то.
any luck?
Нет, но похоже этим лифтом недавно пользовались.
You're right, but why did he run off in the first place? That's just careless.
I couldn't agree more. But at least now we have a trail. Let's see if the lever still works.
Сама попробуешь? Работает, надо же.
There you go. Then let's see where that leads.
На вершину башни, очевидно.
What now, Magistra?
Let's take a look around. He must have gone somewhere.
Может, сюда?
That's what I call well hidden.
Да не так уж и хорошо. Сразу видно было.
Kirash, this is beautiful. What is this place, Magistra? Can you read the glyphs?
I'll try. Yes, that. Tower of Memories. That should be it.
А что это за кристаллы?
Good question. They look like energy sources, don't they? The same as the Pyreans used. And that power, it's immense.
Башня воспоминаний, как по мне, звучит как хроникум по версии звездников. Место для сбора знаний. Это ведь то, что нам и нужно, разве нет?
Let me read some more. Blazes, this is tricky, but by Malthus, yes. We got lucky. The prophet was right. This is an archive. The archive, to be precise. The gathered memories of the ancient starlings.
But there's nothing here.
We will see about that. Come.
И что? Что делаем-то? Я понимаю, что ты радостная, но делать-то что дальше? Проходы все закрыты. Ладно, попробуем загрузить сохранение. Не, никак. Тогда по-другому. Ладно, осмотрюсь еще. Может, что-то и найдется. Где-то. Хорошо, а если более раннее сохранение загрузить?
Kirash, this is beautiful. What is this place, Magistra? Can you read the glyphs?
I'll try. Yes, that. Tower of Memories. That should be it. Good question. Let me read some more. Blazes, this is tricky, but by Malphus. Yes! We got lucky. The prophet was right. This is an archive. The archive, to be precise. The gathered memories of the ancient starlings.
But there's nothing here.
We will see about that. Come.
Опять? А, нет. В этот раз кто-то кнопку смог нажать.
That was unexpected. What now?
One moment. Ah, here.
Wait, what's happening here, Magistra?
The starling prophecies were right. The ancient fathers have lived in this place for eras, maybe eons. And throughout the years, they have documented the rise and fall of every civilization. And we're just about to see their memories of the Pyreans.
Погодите, вы сказали, что звездники были здесь задолго до перийцев?
Correct. And they witnessed all of it. Their creation, their bloom, and their downfall. The same goes for many, many cultures that were before them.
Но сейчас наша очередь в цикле, а они пропали. Почему?
Well, that's the big question, isn't it? But I fear we have no time to wonder about that, at least not for the moment.
Но если древние звездники жили здесь так долго, это значит, что очищение каким-то образом не может причинить им вред.
Correct. And yet they never helped any of the civilizations that were extinguished by it.
But
Who
why?
knows?
This is
Maybe
murder.
their hands were
If they
tied
know how to
somehow.
defend themselves against the
Very
Highlands,
well.
why didn't they share that knowledge?
Who knows? Maybe their hands were tied somehow.
Или по какой-то причине они не хотели ввязываться.
Don't jump to conclusions.
Ей.
But that's just speculation. What we do know is that neither the Red Madness, the High Ones, nor the Cleansing could harm them. and that their knowledge might be the key to completing the beacon. Now, would you look at that? Welcome to the memories of the ancient fathers. Let's see what we can learn from it. If the Grand Master was right about this, the Pyrean history should perfectly reflect the different phases of the cycle, including the cleansing. The second step of the cycle, just as the Grandmaster said. A first civilization arises, blossoms, and falls. For us, it was Asadoron's reign of the Eterna, which collapsed after Starfall. Who knows what it was in the age of the Pyreans? That's the first step of the cycle. Out of nothing, life forms itself. And from that life, man evolves and starts populating the earth. Let me see. Yes, this is the creation of a theocracy. After the first civilization falls, a second one arises. That is reigned over by a few who proclaim themselves gods. Do you see the hats? These were the sun priests of the Pyrean realm, the equivalent of our Lightborn.
Дальше война.
That's step number 4, the downfall of the rulers. For us, it was the Shadow God and Narazul Aranthiel who killed the Lightborn. In the Pyrean age, it was this general, Jakal. He was a member of one of the reigning castes himself, but one day turned against them. The Archmagister told me all about it. He was the Pyrean Shadow God and the Pyrean Tauranar Quarek, all in one, so to speak.
А это...
The chaos, the war, the red madness. This is the 5th step, where we are right now. Do you see this shape in the background? This must be the High Ones, who are behind all of it. The cycle nears its end.
И последнее.
The 6th step. The cycle concludes, the cleansing happens, and mankind vanishes, just like that. Do you see this temple in the background? This must be the temple in the city of 1,000 floods, the heart of the Pyrean realm. And after the 6th step, it all starts over. So this is the final proof. Everything that has happened to the Pyreans, and probably to those before them too, is now happening to us.
Мы это уже знаем. И как именно это поможет нам найти Нуминос?
That's the question, but by the gods.
Что?
Mankind, it ascends to the sky, to the High Ones. Mankind doesn't vanish at the end of a cycle. It becomes a High One.
Что?
That is how they reproduce, how they feed, or whatever you wish to call it. Don't you see? These shapes that ascend skywards. They're thoughts, our consciousness, our souls, and all of them together form a new High One.
So you are saying that what a High One really is the consciousness of an entire civilization?
Yes, it's our memories, our thoughts, our dark knowledge, our collective consciousness. This is monstrous.
Так что такое очищение на самом деле? Создание нового высшего из цивилизации?
Yes, by the righteous path, that's it. Quarek is right. In a way, humanity does reach a new level of existence, because it becomes one of those beasts.
Но даже знание обо всем этом все равно не поможет нам. Мы до сих пор не знаем, что такое Нуминос.
Oh, yes, we do. The word of the dead. You said the aged man left it for you, didn't you?
Да, а что?
Then this is the way. The Numinos. I know what it is. Or rather, what we need to fill it with. The essence of a high one.
Сущность высшего, с чего вы это взяли?
It's hard to explain. The problem with the high ones is that they don't have a physical shape, and this makes it hard to fight them. They are everywhere and nowhere, just like the air. This is why we need the beacon to fight it. It has the power to banish them.
То, что это аналог высших, старые новости. Но что заставляет вас думать, что суть высшего состоит из того, что нуминос нужно заполнить? Чем нуминос нужно заполнить?
It's an assumption, but a well-grounded one. What the beacon does is channel massive amounts of energy and unleash it on its core. Isn't it logical then that we need something of what we want to banish? Like an energy signature inside it. It might sound far-fetched to you, but it feels right.
Я чувствую, что это правильно. Вряд ли это хорошая основа, чтобы принимать такие важные решения.
You're correct. It is not. But I don't see that we have any alternatives. Do you?
Ну хорошо, даже если это правда, как мы, черт возьми, сможем получить в свои руки сущность высшего?
Well, this is where it gets complicated, but I think I also have an answer to that. The word of the dead. We need to use it on a high one, to enter its mind. If there is any place we can find a high one's essence, it is there.
But even if that would work, where are we supposed to find a high one? You said it yourself, Magistrate. They don't have a physical form, and even if they had, they surely wouldn't reveal themselves to us.
That is correct. But I know where to find one.
И где же?
Where the last cleansing took place. That is where we need to go. And once we are there, you need to listen to the echo.
Of course.
But since the
You
high
can see
ones
what
are
happened back then.
immaterial and will correct, the echo grants you the ability to feel and relive the memories of this world. Yes, this means that we have to find the holy city of the Pyreans, where the last cleansing took place, the city of floods.
Почему вы считаете, что слово мертвеца будет работать на этом высшем? Мне казалось, его можно использовать только на мертвых.
Yes, but we just learned that devouring us is what allows the High Ones to create a new one of their own. In other words, death is what a High One consists of. It's a giant, sentient, and ethereal corpse in a way. If the word of the dead doesn't work on them, it shouldn't work on anything. At least, that is one way to see it. Let us hope I'm right.
И где нам искать этот город разливов?
Well, I hope this place can help us find the answer. If the ancient starlings witnessed the entire cycle of Pyreans, then they surely knew a lot about the geography of the world as it was back then as well. We need to keep searching. Come, let us go back to the tower.
Entities who reproduce by devouring the consciousness of an entire civilization? That's just bizarre.
Is it? Don't we ourselves breed pigs so that we may eat them once they are fat enough? In a way, the High Ones are just like us, except that it's our thoughts that they are after rather than our bodies. It bears a certain kind of logic. You cannot deny that.
Knowing that, Korek's story about mankind ascending to another level isn't as far-fetched as it first sounded. We don't cease to exist. We coalesce into something else. Into a High One.
Yes, but is this new High One really us? Or does it just need us to come forth? Yes, we know now that this is how they reproduce. But we still know far too little. How did they come into being? How long has this been going on? So many questions.
True, but if I may say so, Magistra, we should save the philosophical questions for after we have stopped the cleansing.
Of course. Well then, let's see what...
Kermai?
Где?
They are here. They have been here all along.
Kermai! Where by the righteous path were you?
He was a fool to bring you here. You soil-born are too dangerous. You've always been. But he was too blinded by his dream to finally finish her and sail home.
I don't like this, Magistra.
What are you talking about, Kermai? The fact that the ancient starlings left this city doesn't have anything to do with us.
Stop talking! Darn it, you are so ignorant! They are here, but they won't reveal themselves to us because they don't accept your presence. Because you are unworthy of them.
Курмай, это место было заброшено веками. Ты ищешь оправдания, разве не видишь?
He rationalizes? What do you take him for? A fool? If you would just listen for once in your life, you'd hear them. They're everywhere. He will prove his worth to them. He will show that he deserves to live among them. The soil-born have to die, and then the fathers will reveal themselves. But how?
Kermai, stop this! Right now!
The defense system, of course.
Звучит плохо.
They will understand.
To arms.
Вот поганец.
Forgive him. It has to be done.
Это что?
Find a map and leave!
Куда он делся? Успел. Магистра жалко, конечно.
That was all of them. By the end of this thing, it was close.
Ты идешь?
That was all of them, I think. Saira, what happened up there? The Magistra, she didn't deserve that.
Похоже, Курмай активировал что-то вроде тревоги. Эти машины, должно быть, они были разработаны, чтобы защищать город.
Yes, of course. But what now, Saira? We now know what the Numinos is, but we still need a map to help us find the City of a Thousand Floods. And surviving these creatures will be a challenge too.
А что насчет воздушного корабля? Мы должны предупредить Джеспара или Джама.
Yes, you're right, we do. That means back to the dock. Come on, let's get back to that elevator.
Да, надо выбираться отсюда.
After that.
Нам нужно найти другой путь обратно вниз.
Sure. Let's look around.
Да, здесь уже точно не пройти. А куда в таком случае?
Magistra Jaela, dead. She was already a keeper long before the Grandmaster was even born. It's just not fair.
Да, реальность сурова. Так. Ничего. Вот какой-то рычаг.
us hope it also leads us down the tower. Enemies, get ready.
Иди сюда. Вроде бы все. Ты не подлечишь? Не подлечишь. Значит, рыбой буду спасаться. Еще одна катится. А вот и замедление времени опять. Вовремя. Так, еще одна наверху. И там кто-то есть. Был. А как? А, вот наверх как можно забраться. Повезло. Так, здесь вроде что-то было еще. Где? А. Так-то лучше. И как сюда залезть? Наверное, где-то здесь проход. Ну да. Гляну сначала, что наверху.
Kirosh. That doesn't look good.
Где, черт возьми, корабль?
I don't know. This flying steel creature must have noticed them.
Хорошо, что тебя не было там, когда это произошло.
Yes.
Я думаю, стоит поискать выживших.
I agree, but going out into the open would be suicide. At least as long as that alarm is active. In other words, we need to find a way to switch it off.
И как?
Well, that's what we need to find out. But do you remember that Surai that Kormai told us about when we first entered the tower? He said it meant something like workshop. I suppose that's our best chance. Come on, let's get back inside.
Ну что ж, идем. Наверное, это та дверь, в которую я ранее не хотел идти. Да, это она. Большая мастерская. Если это всего лишь нижняя ее часть. Ты в порядке? В порядке. Бегаешь резво. Ну-ка, а здесь что? Полезного. Амброзия нужна. Жалко, что только одна. Как в город вернусь, нужно будет закупить еще. А, собственно, хоть какую-то добычу да возьму с собой, чтобы продать. Ага, вот путь наверх. С кучей пауков. Насколько высоко тянется эта лестница? Так, а это что?
Look, over there. That looks promising.
Даже очень. Знать бы, что это такое. Это что было? И как это запустить? Это тоже откроется? Или это? Ну да. Каждый опаснее предыдущего. Вроде бы все. Ты цела? Цела. Еще одну рыбку съесть надо. Ага, вот вроде бы и выключатель. Где? Ой-ой-ой-ой. Да, многовато. Где еще один? Всё. Однозначно читерская способность. Замедление времени при малом количестве здоровья. Но помогает. Надолго это вообще? Остается ждать. Тем временем это на продажу пойдет. У тебя тоже на продажу. Здесь никого? Я надеюсь, нет. Так, все. Жду, пока здоровье восстановится и у красавицы Калии, и у меня.
Yes.
Так, ну и выключаем.
Good. Now let's see what we can do to deactivate this alarm.
Не выключается.
So, did it work?
Я так не думаю. Чёртова штука даже не шевелится.
Damn it. But run.
Не вовремя сработало замедление времени. Какое-то время придется подождать, видимо, пока загрузка начнется. Что поделать? Даже меню не открывается почему-то. Надеюсь, не зависло. Так, видимо, придется немного радикально действовать. Сейчас перезапущу. Как-то аккуратно надо. И возвращаемся. Ага. Ладно. А если отсюда? Успел. Быстрее. Молодец.
Kirash, that was close.
True.
Джаспар, мне казалось, что ты мертв.
Well, that's what I thought too. When this flying thing started tearing apart our ship. Thank chance I was on land when it happened. Huh?
Что?
By Malphus. Then we're the only ones left.
The only ones. So the Starling and the Magistrate didn't make it either?
Курмай, он просто сорвался и активировал систему безопасности. Еала спасла наши жизни.
Oh, that's tragic. I'm ashamed to ask, but what about the Numinos? Did you find anything out about it?
По словам Яэлы, да. Она говорила, что нам нужно найти древнюю столицу Перийской империи. Вот почему мы здесь, чтобы найти карту.
A map. If I believed in such things, I'd call this a twist of fate. I think I know where we can find one. And up there could also be our passage back.
Up where?
Follow me. I'll show you.
Хорошо, что мы его встретили. И хорошо, что его женщина в вуале воскресила. Иначе бы просто погибли от молний.
How did you make it here, my Sir Dalvaric? And what is this? Some kind of tunnel system?
Please, just a spot. I think we've been through enough together by now for that. And concerning your question, there was another entrance into the tower that led me right to these tunnels. There must have been shortcuts for the ones whose job it was to keep this place running. At least that's my guess. But it appears that you can reach almost any place in this Nexus Tower through the tunnels. And that's just what we need.
At least one lucky break.
Don't say that too loud. For all we know about this place so far, there could be some secret mechanism that floods these tunnels with poison gas.
Идем.
Wait, I don't like this.
Damn it, that just had to happen, didn't it? To the other building, quickly.
Enemies, get ready.
Я надеюсь, мы его отключим как-нибудь.
Here we are. Care to fill us in on your plan now, Jespar?
First, we need to find our map. And then... well, then we each take a seat in one of these capsules and let ourselves drop.
We let ourselves drop?
They're escape pods. Kamai had similar ones on the airship, and I just hope they work as intended. Unless you have a better plan, of course.
No.
Good, then get going. Let's find that map.
Знать бы, где ее искать. К нам кто-то ломится. Так, книги. Здесь нету. Пустышки. Может тут? Нет, здесь тоже нет. Ну-ка, а здесь что? Это спасательные капсулы. Где же карта? Здесь был. Здесь ничего. Ничего. Пусто. Да, пусто. Но, видимо, уже не успею сейчас. Придется еще раз. Здесь ничего. Загрузим. Металлолом. Здесь. Здесь нету. А где она тогда может быть? Наверняка на самом виду где-то лежит. Так. Здесь нигде нет. Нету. 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 Черт возьми, а. Может, в какой-то капсуле? Нет. Так. А здесь что? Она не открывается. Здесь вообще ничего. Так, ну все, опять не успел. Так, прошу прощения, что отвлекся. Телефон. Ну-ка еще раз. Где же эта карта, черт подери? Ага, наконец-то. Да, валим отсюда. Надеюсь, дракон после этого успокоился. Успокоится. Стартуем. Открывайся. Вроде бы выжил. А где Калия? Ты жива, родная?
Kirosh, you're well. I thought you... Come, we should go look for the mercenary, for Jespar. I saw his pod go down not far from here.
Да, давай поищем и его. Он жив?
Look, over there. Oh no. Oh, he's alive. Looks like a minor laceration to me, maybe a broken rib or two. I guess the force of the impact threw him against this rock. Still, we need to get him to an apothecarius.
Давай, отнесем его как-нибудь.
I think teleport magic should work again down here.
Да.
Good. Then at least all this wasn't for nothing. Let's go.
Что ж, друзья, на этом на сегодня закончим. В следующий раз, наверное, будет уже финал истории. Всем спасибо за просмотр. Не болейте, успехов и до новых встреч!